Good morning. I hope that you are well. Welcome back to another studio vlog. I'm currently bead weaving. I tried to film this earlier, but the littlest bub, who is one of my cats, who isn't that small, her and her sister are both the same weight now, but when we first got them, Miso was significantly smaller than her sister, but now they've both beefed up. But she was, you know, causing a ruckus and wanting some attention, so I had to give her some snuggles, even though I'm trying to work. What are you saying? Yeah? I know, bub, but I'm trying to do work. Why don't you play with your stick? I know, it's not as fun, but it's what we're working with it. We are T-minus 3 weeks, 2 weeks, oh lordy, T-minus 2 weeks away from East Anglia Yarn Festival, and it's intense. It's intense. 2 weeks today when you're watching this, we will be driving down and setting up for East Anglia Yarn Festival, and I won't lie, I am a little bit scared. I've got 9 colourways left to dye to fill my grid wall. I have the Knit Coral Yarn Club pre-order to dye. I've got another secret thing to sort out that I posted a mysterious thing about in my newsletter yesterday, on the Discord and on Instagram and on Twitter and on my YouTube story. I'm trying to post everywhere that I can't talk too much about right now, but I need to sort that out. And also, yeah, I need to dye up these pre-orders for the people that are coming to collect them. And time is running out. So I think I've got 3 dye days left before I fill the grid wall and fulfill all the pre-orders and that I'm taking with me to East Anglia Yarn Festival, and anything extra that I need to do. And then I've got to do the yarn club at some point. And yeah, it's a bit intense. It's getting down to the intense bit. Have I done much yarn twisting? No, I have not done much yarn twisting. But today is a bead weaving day. I have 3 varieties of stitch marker left to do before my little board is full, which is nice. I'm doing one of them right now, so I technically have 2 after this one. And then I'm going to go back and make any extra that I think are going to be popular. Before, when I've done yarn shows, I have done 10 of each stitch marker in 32 varieties, which is 320 stitch markers, glutton for punishment. What I have done this time, because the reason I would do that many is it made a lot of sense at the time, because I would be doing other yarn shows in the year, and it would make sense because I would just have to top up the stock, whereas this time I'm not doing any other yarn shows in the year, so anything that doesn't sell just goes in the shop, and that is absolutely fine. So I'm doing 5 of each stitch markers, still 32 varieties, so that is only 160 stitch markers, which is significantly fewer. However, some I have, some I've done more of. For example, before I decided I was only going to do 5 each. And when I get done with them, I can go back and top up the ones that I think are going to be popular. Like I have berries, many berries, so many varieties of berry. And yeah, I can just go back and make some extra of the ones that I think are going to sell. But I've lost track of what I think are going to sell. So I've got some bananas. Need to keep one of these. Little banana earrings would be so cute. And then yeah, lots of berries and all sorts of different things. So yeah, I've got a double booth to fill. I may have seen a sneak peek of the floor plan. I'm excited. I'm around some very lovely people. I mean, regardless of where I was, I'm sure I would have been around very lovely people. But yes, I know the people that I'm around and they are lovely people. So I'm excited. Very excited. Also, incredibly nervous. But anyway, I'm going to keep bead weaving, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit because the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. surprise, surprise, I'm still sat here. I think that is just what this day is going to be. It's the joys of needing to get stitch markers made. It's a lot of sofa time, but I'm hoping the dry weather holds out. Once I get these 5 done, I'm going to try and go for a walk if the dry weather holds out. And then, yeah, that will make me feel much better about sitting down all day. But I'm making salmon berries now, which I thought were just a thing on Sky Farm, Stardew Valley. They're not, they're a real thing. I also just tried to film a segment that I did after the new year, demonstrating how long a film is by how much knitting I got done during said film, because I went to the cinema and did some knitting during said film. I've realised that, one, I have a dirty mark on my jumper, which is just makeup, but it wouldn't come off, so it showed up more on my phone than this, which is kind of annoying. But maybe it's also showing up here and I just can't see it because the monitor's very small. Yeah, and also I'm wearing the exact same jumper as I wore the last time I did it, so I might hold off. Might hold off and do it tomorrow morning and just pop them all back in the bag. Do it tomorrow morning instead. Just put a little bit of slap on in the morning and then film it real quick before I have a day down the dye shed, because that is the plan for tomorrow. Day down the dye shed. I was initially going to do it today, but then I decided to do it tomorrow anyway, because I can't dye yarn on Saturday because it's Maria's birthday, so I may as well have yarn drying then, and this needs to get done anyway, so it's all good. It's all going to get done, everything's going to get done, and I need to order yarn as well. And then, yeah, it's all happening. Good news, folks. I have finished bead weaving those salmon berries. Huzzah, huzzay, hooray. Also, I completely miscounted and hadn't written down my purple dragons. Therefore, I have technically finished bead weaving for East Anglia Yarn Festival, even though I haven't, because I might go back and make some extras of things that are going to sell well. But oh, what a huge relief. My boards are full. Oh, the pressure's off. How very exciting. Right, what time is it? It's only 1:30. Is it? I thought it was 2:30. Anyway, it looks like it's dry. So I'm going to go for a walk. I've got little stupid bunches. They're not even. I have a side parting. I'm going to go for a walk. I've earned it. My legs are very stretchy because they're sore from my workout on Tuesday. I know, it's a few days later now. I shouldn't be sore still, but yeah, here we are. Also, we've not gone on a walk for a while, so let's go for a walk. Let's get that done. I know what you're thinking. Hannah, you're back on the sofa again, aren't you? Yes. Yes, I am. You would not be wrong in that observation. It's now, I got back at 3:15. So I was out for a nice hour and a half. I've done 9,200 steps today. I had not done many steps before leaving, as you can tell. Oh no, my bunchies were up in a hat. As you could tell, because I was sat here. So my feet are singing a touch. I did one of my old running routes plus a little bit, which was actually quite nice. I saw a total of two cats. One of the cats is down my road, so I didn't want to film it because I don't want to give away where my road is. And the other one was in the window of someone's house, so I didn't want to film that because that just looks like I'm filming in someone's house, which is a weird thing to do. So two cats were spotted, both of them black. Apparently black cats here. Very common. So now I'm going to sit and I'm going to knit for a little bit. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to enjoy my Diet Coke. I bought myself a Diet Coke on the way home. And yeah, just catch up on some YouTube videos and just take a minute for my legs to recover. So the official floor plan's just come through. I've just read the email. I still need to do my risk assessment because I'm a terrible human being. Laura, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry. But I currently have a bub on me. She's not been very well. That's why she's got some bald patches. She's absolutely fine. But she had a bit of a reaction to something. But she's fine now. Yeah, so I got a bub on me. So I can't do it right now. Because I need to wait for her to leave of her own accord. Which might be a while because it's cold. And she's snuggled. And I'm comfy. I need to do my risk assessment this evening at some point. But yeah, oh, this is nice. I've had both bubs on my lap today. How delightful. But yeah, she had a bit of a reaction to something and was a bit scabby for a bit. And now she's not scabby anymore. And now she's just a little bald patches all over her head. It's quite cute, but at the same time, it's all right. The hair's growing back. She's fine. You're fine, aren't you, bub? I need to do my risk assessment. It's the worst part of doing markets risk assessment. Don't know why I put it off for so long. It's just such a faff. You're just repeating yourself the whole time. A lot of it is common sense. So every market is different. And this is just what I have found vending in the UK, which is where I am. So some of the things you will need is Public Liability Insurance, which is if when you're at the market and a member of the public hurts themselves on any of your stuff, you are covered, and then you're sued, you're covered by your Public Liability Insurance. And you will also need to do, oh, bub, farewell. Can you hear Mario coming home? Maybe. You will also need to do a risk assessment, and I think this is for insurance purposes for the organisers. So the place that I've always got my insurance from is called Artists Network, a/n.net hyphen, sorry. I'll link it in the description box. Definitely not sponsored. It's £38 for the whole year, which I think is a bargain. I've just renewed it because it was going to expire. And I remembered that I needed to do it, so I've just renewed it, which is good. And yes, so that's my Public Liability Insurance. You often have to send that to the organiser so they have it on file. Once again, that's probably for their insurance purposes as well. Probably in their insurance it says that everyone has to have Public Liability Insurance. And then the risk assessment is, I mean, you can, if you look online, you can find guidelines for risk assessment, and Laura's been really good and has actually sent one, so I'll just be filling that out. Now the cat has gone, I'll get on the computer. And it's essentially a list of potential risks and the things that you can do as a person and a business to prevent that from happening. For example, car accidents outside in the car park, fire hazards, trip risks, falling grid wall, you know, all of the fun stuff that could potentially hurt someone. You get to go through all of that and say what you can do to make sure that doesn't happen. A lot of it is look around before moving. Make sure the way is clear if you're carrying grid wall. Make sure all of the screws are screwed in so your grid wall doesn't fall out. You know, it's all it's all very common sense stuff, but there are some great guidelines online if you need to look out for that. I don't know what you need in other countries if you're vending, but that is what you need in the UK if you're vending at yarn shows and markets. I'm pretty sure Mario has to do them as well, and he also needs to have insurance. So yeah, it's just £38 for the year for the insurance, which I think is pretty cheap. It's not gone up in price the whole time as in from this one place. It's not gone up in price the whole time I've had it. And I first got, well, when was my first market? 2018 was my first market. Oh, good scratching, bub. So yeah, it's not gone up in price in the last 5 years, which I think is pretty good going. So yes, that's a little snippet of the things you need to do when you're vending at a market. And now I've just spent £38 for a whole year when I'm doing one market. That is all done. It's all sent off, along with insurance info. I think I've sent the right thing off. If I haven't, I'm sure she'll let me know when I can send her the right thing. Because yeah, I always get confused about these. But I've just popped the heating on because both of the cats are cold. I'm also cold, so I've just popped the heating on for a little bit because it's gone very chilly. I'm glad I haven't popped the hot water bottles away properly yet because yeah, it's cold. Anyway, it's about 5 o'clock. Mario should hopefully be home soon because he needs to go to bed in an hour and a half. So hopefully he's... Oh, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. It's not Friday. It's tomorrow. He goes to bed at 6:30. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video here because that is the end of my work day. This evening, I'm going to be knitting... Oh, I've dropped a stitch. Knitting on my TPC... I'm just going to leave it. TPCT. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed going for a walk with me. It ended up being a longer walk than I'd anticipated and, you know, cut into the workday quite significantly, but that's okay. Bit of a lighter work day today. Don't have time for a lighter work day, but that's fine. These things happen. If you would like to follow me on social media, links can all be found in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please feel free to subscribe. I post a new video here every week. I also post an extra video for the Biscuit Brew crew, blah, 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 I can't talk, over on Patreon. A huge thank you to my patrons, the Biscuit Brew crew. I really, really appreciate it, and thank you so much for your support. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how your week has been. What have you been up to? Do you have a new cast on? Have you frogged that cast on that you said you would? I've been slacking replying to comments this week, but I've read them all. I just haven't responded. I'm really sorry. I try really hard to, and then just time gets away from me. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And with all that being said, I'm going to need to go and see what my Zoomy cat is doing. And I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.